been mostly my knight and shiny armor. I have ridden 299 roller coasters since I was little. So today, I'm going to let everyone know what's my top 25 favorite roller coasters I have been on. We're going to start from number 25 to number 1. Unfortunately, this is a new YouTube channel, and I haven't got to travel because of the virus. So I use other YouTuber videos of the roller coasters that I'm going to show you guys in my list. And I will also give full credit to them in the names and video of the roller coasters in the description below. So are you guys ready? Here we go. And we're going to begin. We're going to start with number 25, T3 from Kentucky Kingdom.
Got him! Got him!
Now, since that joke is over, let's go ahead and start with the real list. So this is number 25, Green Lantern as Six Brave Venture. Stats about Green Lantern. Green Lantern height is 154 feet, drop is 144 feet, length is 4,155 feet, and speed is 63 miles per hour. The only reason why Green Lantern is in spot 25 because Green Lantern was my first roller coaster I ever rode, and it started my knight and shiny armor. The coaster itself is fun and love to stand up, even though it does hurt your feet when you get off. There's not much airtime on it, but the coaster is my first coaster I've ever rode, and that is why Green Lantern is my number spot 25. Coming in spot number 24 is going to be Mindbender at Six Flags Over Georgia. Here are some stats about Mindbender. Height, 80 feet, length is 3,253 feet, and the speed is 50 feet with 2 inversions. Mindbender is a roller coaster that I truly loved when I first got on. The coaster is very fun for its old age. I love how it's going through the woods, plummets down into a huge waterfall area into a big loop. I rode it a couple of times, and this will be one of my favorites at Six Flags Over Georgia. Mindbender will always be and will be in my top 25. Just how smooth it is, how fast it is, and the enjoyment of just the scenery around it. For spot number 23, we are heading all the way to Universal Studios for Harry Potter, The Forbidden Journey. The cool thing about Harry Potter, The Forbidden Journey, that it has arm simulator motion to move around. You'll also be encountered with giant spiders. You get to go through the path with Harry and Ron and Hermione, all of them flying through Hogwarts, showing you how to defeat dragons, the mentors, everything like that. And so in close encounter, this was one of my favorite roller coasters at Universal, better than a Hawk and any other attraction there. It was just so fun, definitely if I'm a big Harry Potter fan. That's why this took spot number 23, is because it was really fun, really great. It was something different, and a lot of people don't categorize this for a roller coaster, but it actually is a roller coaster, I believe. So this is why it took spot number 20. Coming in spot number 22, The Beast at Kings Island, Mason, Ohio. Just some stats about The Beast. Height is 110 feet, drop is 141 feet, length is 7,359 feet, and speed is 64 miles per hour. The Beast is the world's longest wooden roller coaster and has kept that record since it's been built. The reason why it is in spot number 22 is because The Beast is a great roller coaster. I love how you go through the woods. Mostly I rate this for number 22 more because of the night rides. The night rides is better than the daytime rides. The night rides is like a whole different experience on The Beast. Just going through the woods, speeding really fast, going up the hills. The second part is really fun too. That's the great thing about it. Just going through those tunnels and on the second part after the second lift hill. Just The Beast is really one of the unique roller coasters that you can't miss when you go to Kings Island. Just the woods and seeing flying through all the the trees and stuff. So I thought number 22 would be a great spot for The Beast, mostly like I said for the night ride but the Beast is in my spot for number 22. And on to spot number 21, Hydra at Dorney Park. Here are some stats about Hydra. Height is 95 feet, the drop is 105 feet, and then length is 3,198 feet. Hydra became my number 21 because I was very surprised with this roller coaster. I rode it back in 2016. I didn't know nothing about it. I didn't look up YouTube videos or anything when I took my roller coaster trip. So I was very shocked when I rode in the back row. I went out the station and I did that, the version that's very unique in a way, because it's kind of like, whoa, what just happened? Kind of startled me there. So I thought that gave me a great experience about Hydra. Plus, I'm a big Forest fan of roller coasters. So I thought it would be great to put this for number 21. Um, Everything else about it is mostly standard B&M. It's mostly smooth. It's fast. Very comfortable. I like the back row of it. It makes a little more G-force. I get a little air time, so those little, curvy movements and everything. So that is mostly the reason why it became a spot 21. Coming in spot number 20, Thunderballs at Holiday World in Santa Claus, Indiana. Here are some stats about Thunderballs. Height is 140 feet, inversion is 4, length is 3,035 feet, and top speed is 60 miles per hour. This is also the first launching wing coaster in the entire world. Thunderbolt is one of the best wing coasters in the world. Better than Gatekeeper, better than Wild Eagle, better than any other wing coaster. It don't have pacing issues just like the other ones do. Hard to say because I love Gatekeeper. I worked Gatekeeper back when I was at a point in 2016, 17. But unfortunately, Thunderbolt is the king of all of them. I just love the launch of it. I love going 0 to 60 in a couple seconds, then going into the woods, flying by, doing head maneuvers, everything about it. The cool thing, like I said earlier, I love that it don't have pacing issues like the other wing coasters does. B&M did a great job with this roller coaster. I loved every single moment of it, and my favorite seat's on the back side, right hand on it. So Thunderballs became spot number 20. And spot number 19, Montu at Busch Gardens, Tampa. Here are some stats about Montu. Height is 150 feet, drop is 128 feet, length is 3,983 feet, and speed is 60 miles per hour. The reason why Montu is in top number 19 is because Montu is a great inverted roller coaster. The G-forces on this thing is amazing. Definitely in the back row. First time I ever riding it was 2 years ago when I went to Florida. First time ever been to the park. That's the first roller coaster I saw coming into the park, and I was very surprised. I didn't know they had an inverted roller coaster. I didn't look any of the YouTube videos or anything like that. So it is very surprising to see Montu. The first time I got on it, I rode in the back seat and I had an amazing experience just from the G-forces, going into the loops, going to the inverts, everything you could think of. The roller coaster is long, it's fun, it's tall, it's beautiful scheme of color. Montu is one of the greatest inverted roller coasters. Not at the top of inverted roller coasters, but it's one of the greatest. Just the smoothest of it as well. Being like I said, did a great job with Montu, and I'm glad it is my top 19. Coming in spot number 18 is Raptor at Cedar Point in Sandusky, Ohio. Stats about Raptor: height is 137 feet, the drop is 119, the length is 3,790 feet, and the top speed is 57 miles per hour. This is another embodied roller coaster. Like I said, like with Montu, embodied roller coasters are one of my favorites. Raptor is a great roller coaster. It's a lot of fun. I had some great rides on it. Like I said, I'm a back row guy, so I rode in the back. I love everything about Raptor. I rode it so many times in 2016 and 17. But I have rode some great rides on it. A little better than Montu. I just love the old fashioned of Raptor. It's one of the roller coasters you just can't forget. Definitely if you rode it like over 100 times. So yeah, Raptor is in number 18 for me. In spot number 17 is Dominator at King's Dominion. Dominator stats: height is 157, drop is 148, length is 4,210, and speed is 65 miles per hour. Reason why I like Dominator a little bit more than other Forest coasters is because it is a good punch. It has very good airtime, speeds are very good. It's just a very fun roller coaster. One of my favorite elements is probably the little curve turnaround after the giant loop. I thought that was awesome. Just that speed going through that little curve. So Dominator hit my spot number 17. Coming in spot number 16 and Bizarro at Six Flags Great Adventures. Stats about Bizarro: height is 142 feet, drop is 132 feet, length is 3,985 feet, and speed is 61 miles per hour. The reason why I like Bizarro is because it's the better and best Forest coaster out of all of them. The theming is amazing. I love the evil third, evil villain theme. I love the fire that goes out of it. All the elements is just one of the best Forest coasters out there. I love this roller coaster so much. I rode it so many times when I went to Six Flags Great Adventures. Bizarro is always and will be one of my top 25 no matter what. Just because I just love the theming of it. I'm a big superhero superhero person, so Bizarro was great for me and I really enjoyed it. So Bizarro hit number 16 for me. And coming in number 15 is Still Force at Dorney Park. Still Force stats is 200 feet, height drop is 205, length is 5,600 feet, and speed is 75 miles per hour. It's very fast, it's good airtime. Definitely if you're in the back row, you can go really fast. That drop goes over into like a big like valley. Oh my god, the thing was amazing. Definitely at nighttime. There's just so much ejector airtime on this thing. I enjoyed this thing thoroughly and it was amazing to me, so that's why it hit spot number 15. And coming into spot number 14 is Ivorgeist at Busch Garden, Williams, Virginia. Here is some stats about Ivorgeist. Drop is 170 feet, height is 195 feet, length is 3,828, and the top speed is 67 miles per hour. So let me just talk about Ivorgeist. Ivorgeist is a fantastic embodied roller coaster. I really enjoyed it. The reason why it's number 14 is because I love how low it is to the ground. I love how it goes through all the like ice sculptural like tunnels and stuff, and it's like a big theme. I thought it was very fast, so much fun. I really enjoyed Ivorgeist, and that's why it's number 14. in spot number 13, Mystic Timbers from Kings Island. Some stats about Mystic Timbers is 109 foot tall, it's 3,260 feet of track, the speed is 53 miles per hour, and the drop is 98 feet tall. So Mystic Timbers is one of the best GCS roller coasters out there. The speed is phenomenal, the boat drop is great. I love the airtime moments on it. This thing is just so freaking fast. And I mean, when it is at the best running speed, it is fast. It's a wonderful roller coaster. Like I said, GCI did a great job with it. I just love the airtime moment, definitely in the back row. The back row is the best, I believe. Like I said, I'm a back row guy. I love Mystic Timbers. I love the speed of it and just love everything about it. Definitely night rides. Night rides, it boats through the whole layout. This is an out and back roller coaster, so it's a very fun layout. And just great with airtime. So this is number 13 spot. Coming in number 12 is Twisted Timbers at Kings Dominion. Some stats about Twisted Timbers: height is 83 feet, length is 3,157 feet, and speed is 50 miles per hour. And let me tell you about Timbers. Twisted Timbers is a great, fantastic RMC roller coaster. It was the second RMC I've ever rode. The first drop reminds me of another RMC that's on my list, is Storm Chaser. So it reminds me of another roller coaster. The layout itself, it's really fun. I just love the ejector airtime of it. I love the speed. It's a very fun layout for RMC. It's kind of unique and different. So I'm very glad I got to experience it. RMC did a great job with it, and I believe that Twisted Timbers is my number 12. Coming in to number 11 is Millennium Force. Yes, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. Number 11 is Millennium Force. Now, here's some stats about Millennium. 310 feet tall, the boat drop is 300 foot tall, and the ride goes 93 miles per hour with the length of 6,595. I have nothing against Millennium Force. I loved it. My first time I ever rode it was back in 2016. I did, unfortunately, gray out about it. So yeah, Millennium Force is my number 11. A lot of people, Millennium, very high rank for them. There's nothing wrong with it. Just I like the ride. Its speed is great. The overbakes is great. I feel like there's other roller coasters better than it, just for different reasons. Just Millennium, if you keep riding like every day, every summer, it kind of feels more of just another roller coaster to me. But I ain't saying it's a bad roller coaster, just still a 10 out of 10 roller coaster. But just on my list, it's number 11. Coming in at number 10 on my top 10 would be Nitro from Six Flags Great Adventure. Here are some stats. Height 230 feet, drop is 215, length is 5,394 feet, and top speed is 80 miles per hour. Let me talk about a little about Nitro. Nitro is a phenomenal hyper Venom coaster. The airtime is amazing on it. When I first rode it back in 2017, when I went on a trip with my friends that worked with me at Cedar Point, it was great. We rode this thing over and over and over, and it was phenomenal. These are one of the coasters that I will never forget, and every time I go to Six Flags Great Adventure, this is the first coaster I want to ride. I just want to say Nitro is amazing, and that's why it's number 10 on my list. For number 9 spot, it's going to be Sky Rush from Hershey Park. Some stats about Sky Rush: height is 200 feet, length is 3,600 feet, and top speed is 75 miles per hour. And man, I rode this thing back in 2016 when I went on a trip to Hershey Park, and man, this was the best roller coaster in the park. I didn't know anything about this coaster. It's just so fast. It felt like you're flying out of the roller coaster. It's just amazing. Definitely sit on outside seats. It's like you're on like a wing side roller coaster. But it's just so fast. The good thing about it that you do get that feeling that you do get a fall out, and tell me about it, I'm just like, whoa. The only bad part is the restraints, but the restraints really don't bother me that much, so that's why it made top number 9 for me. Speeder right through is number 8 is Lightning Run from Kentucky Kingdom. Man, this roller coaster is a ejector airtime machine. Lightning Run is one of my favorites at Kentucky Kingdom, and one of my favorites actually I've rode. This roller coaster, ooh man. Little stats about it: the drop is 100 feet, length is 2,500 feet, and top speed is 55 miles per hour. Let me just ask you this: why is now not much models of these out there? This is the only one of its kind, and it's phenomenal. I'm telling you, this is very underrated roller coaster. Lightning Run is one of the airtime machines that I have been on. But I feel like that there should be more out there. So for that, just saying how much amazing this roller coaster is, this is my top number 8. It used to be my number 1 before I did my travels to other parks, but now it's my number 8. So coming up next for spot number 7 is Intimidator 305 at King's Dominion. Here is some stat: height is 305, drop is 300, length is 5,100, and speed is 90 miles per hour. This thing is a speed machine. First time I rode it was back in 2016. I went on a trip to King's Dominion, and it was fantastic. One of my favorite roller coasters at King's Dominion. This thing is very fast. Definitely if you rode in the back seat. The restraint itself, it's mostly more like a Maverick restraint. I wish they had lap bars, but the thing is like so fast, even with Maverick restraints. Intimidator 305 is really fun. I enjoy every moment of it. I just love the speed of it and the aggression and the G-force. I rode it a couple of times when I was there, so I do recommend if you ever go to Kingdom to ride this. But yeah, it made my top number 7. Spot number 6 is Storm Chaser from Kentucky Kingdom. Here are some stats about Storm Chaser. Storm Chaser is 100 feet, the length is 2,744 feet, and the speed is 52 miles per hour. Now, Storm Chaser is a wonderful RMC. It is my number 1 RMC roller coaster I have been on. Unfortunately, I already have been on 2 RMCs, so I really can't rank them right now with RMCs. This roller coaster is phenomenal. Oh my god, airtime machine, speed machine, definitely on a good day. Good day speeds. Back row, right side is the best seat. I have rode this thing over 100 times, and this thing flies. If you really love ejector airtime, flowing airtime, this is the roller coaster to go. A lot of people underrate this roller coaster, but man, Storm Chaser is one of the best RMCs I have ever been on. For number 5 coming in is Maverick from Cedar Point. Here are some stats about Maverick. Height is 105, the drop is 100, length is 4,450, and speed is 70 miles per hour. The cool thing about that speed is not even from the first drop, it is from the second launch system. Maverick is a great roller coaster. I know I've been saying that from like all my list of roller coasters, but Maverick is a great roller coaster. That is one of the roller coasters you do not want to miss when you go to Cedar Point, because it is fantastic. It has all airtime, flowing airtime, it has speed, it has inversions, it has everything that a roller coaster should have. And it's not even big, it's a small roller coaster. But the speed is amazing on it. The back seat's my favorite. Like I said, I'm the back seat guy. So it is a wonderful roller coaster. So that why it is my number 5 out of my listings. Coming into number 4 spot is the Voyage at Holiday World. Here is some stats about the Voyage. The drop is 154 feet, length is 6,442 feet, and speed is 67 miles per hour. Guys, this is the reason why the Voyage is number 4, because of its length. This thing is long. It's not longer than the Beast, but it is long. It takes forever to get back to the station. It is an out and back wooden roller coaster. It has airtime, it has speed, it goes to the woods. The nighttime rides on this thing is amazing. I would not miss this if you go to Holiday World or even close to Holiday World. This roller coaster is phenomenal. Now I do recommend sit in the back seat like always. This roller coaster will whip you over that hill. Holiday World did a fantastic job with this roller coaster, and I truly do recommend it. So this is my number 4 spot on the list. Alrighty guys, this is my top 3 roller coasters. Now, I just want to let you guys know this was a hard decision to do. The top 3 is my personal top 3. So I just want to let you guys know this is my personal top 3 roller coasters of the world for me, because these are the ones that I experienced the best. These are the ones that I experienced the most, and these are the ones that's given me a great experience. And number 3 is Fury 325. Here's some stats about Fury. Height is 325, drop is 320, length is 6,602, and speed is 95 miles per hour. Now Fury, wow, this roller coaster is amazing. Last 2 years, Fury was my number 1. But man, whew, this thing is a monster. The speed is really fast. This is the only roller coaster that actually made me black out for like a couple seconds from the first drop. I remember waking up and I was told my friend that I went to Carowinds for the first time out of Fury. I was like, this is my number 1. Unfortunately, it's not my number 1 no more. But this thing is a monster, and I do recommend one day if you guys never rode it, go and ride it. It's fantastic. So the Fury is number 3. And number 2 is ElToro from Six Flags Great Adventures. Here are some stats about ElToro. The drop is 176 feet. Height is 181 feet, length is 4,400 feet, and top speed is 70 miles per hour. Oh my god, ElToro. Airtime, airtime, airtime. Guys, this is the greatest wooden roller coaster that's ever been built. This ride is always and will be my top 3. Man, this thing is amazing. If you want a coastal orgy or whatever you guys call it, this is the roller coaster to go on. That first drop is insane, definitely in the back row, because it flips for you right over that first drop. Then you can go into massive airtime hills and sharp curves, and the valley of the roller coaster is so tight that it feels so intense. So ElToro is one massive aggressive roller coaster. That's what it's named for, ElToro, which means bull in American language. And this thing is a bull. If you ever go to Six Flags Great Adventure, go to this roller coaster. Just go to it. Like I said, this is the best wooden roller coaster out there, and this was why it made my top number 2 on my list. And number 1 goes to Tennessee Tornado and Dollywood. I know, laugh it up, keep laughing. Keep done laughing. Just kidding, guys. Alright, guys, so the reason why this is my number 1 roller coaster, because this is the only roller coaster that shocked me. our experience. Let me see. Tennessee Tornado is very unique roller coaster. So here's the stats. Height 163 feet, drop is 128, length is 2,682 feet, and speed is 70 miles per hour. Guys, this is an aerodynamic roller coaster. These kind of roller coasters are not smooth, these roller coasters are not the best, but Tennessee Tornado changed that. This is the only aero roller coaster I've ever rode that is the most smoothest, most fastest one ever. And the huge inversions on them. Guys, this is the only one that actually surprised me, and I believe this is my top number one, because what it did, and it changed my experience with Aero. I'd like to say thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoy my top 25. Next will be my top 25 roller coasters I've rode, so stay tuned for that. And also, guys, I also want to let you guys know why ain't still vendors on here, why ain't other new roller coasters on here. That is a reason because I have not rode them yet. As soon as I rode them, they might be on my list. But until then, we just have to wait it out. So like I said, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And see you guys next time.